Rob Stone.
Yo, it's Hannon.
Thanks for being patient, man. Rob walked in and I was saluting my brother Ludacris on his birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Luda, you know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday, Luda. Did you grow up listening to cats like Luda and that? Because what are you, 22?
23.
23?
Yeah, definitely my pops play all of that, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
All of it. And, I mean, it was big when music videos was big on TV, so, you know, he was all over the TV.
Luda's still doing this thing, man. He's traveling the world. He's in Vegas. And you're on your way there too, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Man.
Yeah, I'm definitely on my way.
So, obviously, where I first, and I think a lot of us became familiar with you, was the Chill Bill song.
Yeah.
And you're from San Diego.
Yeah, born and raised.
And you went to school in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Did you go to college in Atlanta?
Yeah, right after I graduated high school, I did a little bit of college in Atlanta. But only like, 2 semesters? Or not even full 2 semesters, and I moved back to California.
You got some new music for me to play at 2 o'clock on our new at 2.
I do. I got a new... Yeah, I got a new single with P-Lo coming out. It's called Too Faded.
Okay. Y'all took it to the Bay, huh?
Yeah, definitely. You know, me being from San Diego, you know, I feel like just we relate to the Bay so much. Like, just our sound and everything, just how we get down. It's like, it's real similar to the Bay, you know, so I got a lot of love for everybody up there. But P-Lo is someone I linked up with early on in my career, and we've been rocking ever since.
That's dope. And so you go up there often to do shows, though?
Yeah, I've been up there a few times, yeah.
Bay's a cool spot, man.
Yeah, for sure.
The air is crisp and clean up there. Speaking of traveling, so you've been to Miami. You've had a little bit of history. Rest in peace to X.
Right.
How would you describe the relationship that you had with him, and how did it end before he passed?
We ain't had no relationship. You know, it is what it was. I mean, but he reached out to me, and we talked like men, and we squashed it, and that was it.
How soon before he passed did y'all have that conversation?
I mean, it was months, way before.
All right, how do you feel about that? Was it something that you were glad looking back that y'all had that before he passed, or is it something that didn't?
I didn't care.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
keeping it real.
That's the only way I know how to be. I mean, R.I.P. to the man. You know what I mean? I appreciate him reaching out to me, but I didn't really care.
Got you. While we're on the topic of, fallen soldiers, if you will, you were a big Mac Miller fan.
Yeah, man. Man. Yeah, now Mac's death really really hurt me. He was the last concert I went to the day before I moved to Atlanta. Like, I listened to Mac like every day in high school, man. Like, so Mac passing away, you know, that was definitely a big one for me. Like, I've been listening to his music nonstop since. Like, I mean, since before, but since the death, like, you know, it's just heavy in rotation right now.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. That one's gonna hurt for a minute.
Yeah, and then it really hit home for me too, because one of my friends, Spooks, who was on my record, Chill Bill, you know, he had his run-ins with the drugs and all, and Mac Miller was his favorite artist, and Wiz Khalifa is mine. And, you know, like, we came up together on that song, and then, so, like, for that to happen to Mac and Spooks, you know, he kind of fell off into the drugs, and, you know, so it just really hit home. It was like an eye-opener for, like, our whole, like, crew, you know what I mean? Like,
and you've never, have you ever dabbled in that world?
Yeah, for sure. I dabbled in it, but I was never, like, a user, you know what I mean? Like, it was more so, like, studio party, like, fun, you know what I mean? Not, like, I'll wake up in the morning and I gotta get my fix, like.
But do you think that there's a connection with dabbling is a connection with becoming a full-time user?
Yeah, definitely. You know?
And the reason I say that, listen, when I grew up, listen, I came up in an era where, you know, my mom was big on, like, oh, you know, drinking leads to marijuana, and marijuana leads to cocaine, and cocaine leads to heroin. You know, and obviously none of that ever happened with me. I mean, I drank and smoked, and still do recreationally. But Do you feel like that's the case? Like, you know, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, you're caught up?
Yeah, with a lot of people. Honestly, with most people, I would say, yeah, it's not.
You feel like you have to have an addictive personality?
No, because you can just get a bad batch.
Well, no, I was just saying not necessarily to get caught up in the sense of something fatal, but I was actually asking more to get caught up in getting addicted to something. Do you think?
Well, I mean that too. Like you could get a bad batch and that could have you hooked.
Become addicted because of a
yeah,
bad
you know
batch.
what I mean.
I see
like,
what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, like it's not. I feel like definitely addictive personality, but it's just not something you should play with. Period.
No, I'm glad to hear you say that, bro.
Like, honestly, you know, like you gotta know what you're getting yourself into for sure.
Outside of being a fan of Mac, what was your relationship with?
I never met him personally.
Really?
Yeah. I wish like he was.
That's crazy. I don't know why I was under the impression that you had.
Nah, like
and y'all never did any shows together. Or, okay.
Nah, no, nothing. I was just a fan, honestly. Like
he influenced you heavily when you were in high school. What other artists did you come up with? Like
like I said, Wiz, Snoop Dogg. Who else was?
Have you met Wiz yet?
Yeah.
So but y'all haven't done any music together.
Not yet.
Okay.
It's coming though. Like you know, like. He's definitely like starting to show me more love, like over like, cause I met him in the club and then like started doing more shows and started popping up, you know what I mean? Started seeing me more. Taylor Gang, just everybody has like their own like relationship with me or whatever. So, you know, he definitely like.
Shout to Will and all the homies over at
you know what I'm saying?
Gang.
Shout out Taylor Gang for sure.
What are some of the other artists coming up? Like what would is there one influence that was like the biggest you can think of, like
Wiz and Spitter.
That was it.
They were my biggest influence for sure. Currency.
That's dope, man.
Wiz for sure.
That's dope. So, Nicki and Cardi B. Are you fans of either of them or both of them?
I'm fans of both.
What do you feel about the situation with them beefing? I mean, I'm sure you've heard about, you know, they've been going at it nonstop.
I think that they two black queens, and there's no reason for them to be fighting when it's really just like the two of them.
Man, go ahead, preach it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it ain't my business.
You think we'll ever see a Nicki Minaj Cardi B song?
If they about their money.
What if I told you we're putting one together?
I mean,
I wish I could speak more on that.
I mean, y'all get a stream from me. You know, like so, like that's what I can say.
That's what we want, man.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, Nicki and Cardi going at it is crazy. What do you think about Drake and Meek, him and everything?
Man, I was happy to see that because you can't be out here beefing behind no female, bro. Like,
go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it might have been deeper than all of us know. Who knows? But from the outside looking in, it's about female, and you know they gotta get to the money. Like they're a lot of people's favorite artists. Even they're two of my favorite artists. So it's like I don't want to see that.
Speaking of females and Drake, did you hear about Drake reaching out to Heidi Klum, asking her out, but he got turned down?
I don't get in on
You don't pay attention to none of that stuff, huh?
Nah.
Yeah. How is that side of life for you?
Like the female side.
You keep a real player.
You know what I'm saying? I got family straight up. You know, I take care of my family.
What's what's your thoughts on the Colin Kaepernick Nike situation going on with the NFL?
I'm with Cap.
Okay.
Straight up.
So you're kneeling.
Yeah,
okay.
No doubt, because I can't even really get into it, cause you know what I mean. It's a.
Do you have family in the military?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friends in the military, everything, but. You know what I mean? They understand. They don't take it as he's disrespecting them like directly, for sure. At least not my family.
Gotcha.
You know,
and you don't feel like that's disrespecting military in general or disrespecting the country? And if you do you care?
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily.
It's not that serious on your radar.
Yeah, like not to me. You know what I mean? I think like. I don't know. It kind of, the whole thing kind of everything just contradicts, like, was it the Bill of Rights or whatever?
Right.
So it's just like, for me, I just don't even try to get into all of that.
I got you.
It's kind of just a headache.
Got you. Random question. Are you going to dress up for Halloween? And if so, yeah, you're a Halloween connoisseur of
I am, especially I got a kid now, so I really get into it.
Okay.
Like
how old's your kid?
He's 2 now.
Oh man,
Yeah.
are you with BM?
Yeah.
Oh, look at see now I know why you answered that question the way you answered it. I see you. All right, Rob Stone, undercover good guy over here.
Know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's how I be rocking.
This new song or songs.
Yeah,
Produced by, features, what we talking?
Yeah, I'm working on a new album. It's called Stone Cold. Definitely can't say who the feature is gonna be just yet. I mean, I giving y'all Pilo with Too Faded with Pilo, but I got some more.
Wiz, you need to get on Rob Stone's album. He's a fan, bro.
Yeah, Wiz. I'm like 90% sure I'll get Wiz on my album.
That's
you know what I mean.
That's dope, bro.
And more production from Zaytoven.
Okay.
Way more production from Zaytoven.
Is he producing most of your stuff, or do you have?
Nah, he doesn't do most of my stuff, but I just got an extensive pack from him.
Okay, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? He took care of me for sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Where is Rob Stone gonna be 5 years from now?
Yeah. Rob Stone is like the next Drake.
Word. Okay.
You know what I mean? I would just say it is, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I analyze a lot, and I just, from day one, like, I never put no extras into none of my stuff, like, and I went through all the industry stuff, like, with the label, with the beef with X, you know what I mean? RP, like, just everything. I went through all the industry stuff, like, my first 2 years, so I just learned so much, and just... Yeah, my time's coming. Gotcha. That's just the only way I could put it.
Do you feel like the beef, as you put it, like you just said, that you have with X has or will affect you with your following of fans? Because he had such a big following, I'm sure that it didn't help you to have, you know.
It definitely, like, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, it hurt me. Like, honestly, like, the whole thing, it hurt me. Like, you know what I mean? Especially, like, with promoters and industry, because everybody started looking at me like a violent person. And I'm not, I'm a chill dude, you know what I mean? I don't rock like that. But
don't mistake kind of
sweetness. You know what I mean? Like, it just, the situation went where it went. Right. But, like, I'm not like that on the daily. But, you know, so the whole thing definitely hurt me, but just being me, keeping working through it, you know what I mean, and still doing what I do. Like, I linked up with Snoop Dogg, like, with Gucci Mane, like, all over that time too. Like, so, like, even though I was, like, getting deals pulled off the table behind it, like, all of that, like, bro, that's what I'm saying. I went through all the industry stuff, like, my whole, like first, like, couple years in this game. So, but through all that, like, I made some good connections, like, linking with Wiz, Snoop, Gucci, you know, the list goes on, Murder Beats, like, G-Eazy, like, so it's like, my time's coming around. Just got to get it right.
Man, I can tell you're a good dude, man. I can tell you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
You got to get me this new music.
Yeah, you know I got it in my pocket for you.
Come on, man. Handle our business.
Yeah, man. You already know.
I'm ready to blast off on the New It too.
Let's get it.
On that note, brother, nothing but success to you, man.
Thank you,
man. Pleasure talking to you. Thank you for being with me.
Man, thank you for having me, for real.
Rob Stone.
Salute.